So as a personal trainer, I have the most interesting job because I make people do some of the hardest things. People pay me to make them suffer and to make them do really hard things. So if you have ever paid for personal trainer, congratulations, because it's not one of the easiest things to do. To have someone force you to do something really painful and degrade you and remind you at the same time that you have been lazy and that you have not reached your full potential, and every single time you come in there, I'm not making you feel good about yourself. It's a very hard thing to do. So if you have done that before, congratulations. You are one of the very few, you are one of the minority in the world. Yeah, it's a very simple thing, this whole self-love and this whole who am I, this concept that people walk around with. People walk around thinking that they are hot shit because they've changed the way that they look, or they've amassed a bunch of money and a bunch of degrees, and all these things that people think are what makes them valuable in life, and yet they miss the most important components of what makes their lives worth any effort, which is self-mastery and peace. We all want peace. We want to feel loved without needing validation from the outside world. That's actually what we're all looking for. And we can pretend and we can waste our entire lives trying to tell ourselves that we can get it from, once we look hot, once we have all this money, once we're living in this country, we have this perfect looking, seeming partner, we showed our fathers that we could do it, whatever. We tell ourselves that this is once we achieve these things, finally, but today is finally, today, here, now. This is all we have. And tomorrow you might not even be here. And then what have you done with your life? You've lived off cheap dopamine. You've lived off empty relationships. You never respected your body. You never respected yourself. And then, you die. And in that moment of death, no matter who you are, you're afraid. You are afraid of dying. But you know who's not afraid of dying is the people who have worked on peace of mind. And peace of mind comes from a few factors in your life which you have to work on daily. You have to you have to force yourself to be a better person. You have to try to be different to the majority. Whenever you look at the majority of people, you have to say, what the hell are they doing? I should probably not be following suit. Because if history taught us anything, it's that majority of people have it wrong. Especially when it comes to health. So, what is the first step here? The first step is to change your daily habits. You need to watch yourself. Very important part of that is who you surround yourself with. If the people in your life are not contributing to healthy habits, whether it's mentally or physically, then they're not the right people for you, because they will only bring you down. And if you are not the right person, you shouldn't be in people's lives either until you work on yourself. Because if you really love people and care about them, then you would try to be the best version of yourself for them. So those things go hand in hand. You should not necessarily be thinking, oh, how can I get the most amazing people in my life? You should be thinking, how should I deserve to have these amazing people in my life that I already have, that truly love me for who I am? And then how do I cultivate more of those relationships? Well, it all starts with your concept of yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to get anything done. Don't sabotage yourself. Make the hard choices. Choose the good food. Spend your money wisely. Spend your money on a personal trainer. Spend your money on a diet plan. Listen to podcasts and YouTube videos, etc., and follow people who are influencing you to make better choices that reflect a person, a character, an identity that loves themselves. And if that's too hard for you, man, you are on a downward spiral and you're going to keep denying it to yourself, and you're going to waste this precious thing called life. And the rest of us, we also have it hard, but it will always be. It will always be, I can guarantee you 100%, it will always be way, way better on the side of the fence with the people who are making the hard decisions to be better people for themselves and for the people that they love.